Following Doug Jones winning the Senate seat in Alabama, Donald Trump couldn't contain himself. And so he took to Twitter, got rid of his staffers for at least a couple minutes so he could go ahead and mouth off and talk about how he's been right all along. Even though he hasn't been right at any moment of this election, including the primaries. So this was the second tweet that Trump put out following the results of the Alabama Senate election. So let's take a look at graphic 12. He wrote the following: "The reason I originally endorsed Luther Strange and his numbers went up mightily is that I said Roy Moore will not be able to win the general election. I was right. Roy worked hard, but the deck was stacked against him."
Okay, that guy, he's unreal. He's unreal. So, what do you mean you were right? You went right next to Alabama, held a rally, told everybody to vote for Roy Moore. You said literally, quote, "Get out and vote for Roy Moore." You recorded a robocall to tell people to vote for Roy Moore. What do you mean you were right? In fact, you were wrong twice, not once, but twice. You told people in the Republican primary, vote for Luther Strange. And they didn't listen to you. You know how he said there, oh, it made a big difference? Actually, I have the polling, and the polling shows it made no difference at all.
I have the exact numbers because I looked into it. I was curious to see if Trump's support for specifically Luther Strange made any difference, right? And here's what happened, because in that tweet he said, "I supported Luther Strange and his numbers went up mightily." Not true, okay? A poll released one day before the primary runoff in September showed Moore leading Strange by 11 points. The survey was conducted after Trump appeared at a rally to campaign alongside Strange. And after he had made that appearance, you're right, Cenk, absolutely no difference in the polling regarding Roy Moore and Luther Strange. I mean, this guy is such a clown. So during the primaries, supported Luther Strange. Obviously, Luther Strange lost, Roy Moore won. That's when Trump started backing Roy Moore, and he did so rather aggressively, and obviously Roy Moore lost. He can't handle the fact that he's a loser, right? He has such thin skin, he couldn't help himself. The original tweet that was put out by Trump's Twitter account, and certainly was not written by him, but that's just my speculation, said the following: "Congratulations to Doug Jones on a hard-fought victory."
There's no way he wrote that.
He didn't write this.
There's no way.
There aren't random capitalizations throughout this tweet. The write-in votes played a very big factor, but a win is a win. The people of Alabama are great, and the Republicans will have another shot at this seat in a very short period of time. It never ends.
They added the exclamation point to pretend like it was actually Trump. Come on, who are you kidding? Okay, we know when it's the official guy writing the tweet, and we know when it's Trump, okay? Right. Then his bitter man, "I was right all along," was actually Trump. That's obvious, right? So look, on that, one more stat on whether his support of Luther Strange made a difference. 31% said that Trump backing Strange would make it more likely they would vote for him. 29.5% said it would make it less likely. Okay, 31, 29.5, and then 37% said it makes no difference at all. So nothing, no difference. So, and as we know, of course, Roy Moore easily beat Luther Strange. So he not only lost, he lost twice in one election. I don't know if he's getting tired of losing. I know that, you know what, Trump at the end, he was right about one thing. I'm starting to get tired of winning. I mean, if I had told you, and I know that it's a unique situation with Roy Moore being particularly monstrous, but if I had told you when Trump comes in that the Republican Party is going to be in such miserable shape that whoever Trump backs will lose in Alabama, and we'll lose twice in Alabama, and we'll have a Democratic senator coming out of Alabama before 1 year is up in Trump's presidency. No one would have believed that. They would have said, as they often said, "You're crazy, not in Alabama. That's never gonna happen." But he found a way to lose. What did I tell you? I did a segment before the election, Loser Donald. I did 100 of them because I know this guy. He's a loser through and through. The only reason he won once in his life, and it was a monumental win, of course I grant you that, right? But is because he ran against the establishment, he ran against the elites, he ran against the worst, most unpopular candidate there was. That was the exception, not the rule. The rule is Donald Trump will always find a way to lose. And even in the presidency, well, but Cenk, he won the presidency. He's not even gonna make it the whole way. He's gonna find a way to turn that win into a monumental historic loss. He's gonna implode the Republican Party, as I told you from day one, and then leave the White House in utter shame so that his victory will turn into an epic, historic debacle. You just watched the video by the Young Turks, home of the revolution. If you'd like to get a lot more than that, get the full show by becoming a member. tytnetwork.com/join.